For a prototype called interview prep, on the start page, you can choose either sign up or log in. If you choose to sign up as a student, you have to input your username, email, password, which you can choose to hide or the birthday. You can also click the login button below. Alternatively, you can click on the login button on the starting page or the button below the box like I just mentioned, and you'll be taken into the login screen where you just have to input your username or email along with your password. If you don't have an account, you can also choose to click on the sign up button below or go back and click the sign up button. Or you can also just press forgot password for obvious reasons. However, if you choose to click on the next button, whether on the login or sign up page, which is this button, the right arrow right here, you'll be taken to the home page where you'll be able to see questions that other people posted, its rating, and its date. For example, this two-sum post by Caroline Player here has 4 out of 5 stars, and it was posted on January 27th, 2026. 5 stars is the highest rating that a post can be given, and 1 star is the lowest rating. If you choose to click on a post, you'll be taken to the question page where you're going to see the question more in depth, like the title, the file that's actually being displayed, the comments that are going to be linked, and its tags that come along with the post. If you choose to click on the profile picture, however, you'll be taken to the account page where you get to see more things like your profile info, comment history, badges, which we'll get into later. First, we'll talk about the manage profile info, which is basically like your kind of deep settings in a way where you can change your username, birthday, or password. You can also see your question history, which is basically all the questions that you viewed on this application. You can also see your comment history, which is all the comments that you posted. We use a downvote feature here, upvote downvote feature, where if you have plus any amount, you have positive karma. If you have negative of any number, you have negative karma on that specific comment. You also have the badges, which you unlock as while you use the app, and it will take you to this page right here. And if you click on the badges of any one of the badges, like the trophy, for example, you'll be taken to another page where it will display the badge name. Like this one is called Master Interviewee, and its description says get 100 or more 4-star or higher ratings on posts. That will include comments as well. Alternatively, you can be taken down to the menu where it's where you can see like the entire layout of the app, and you can quickly traverse through it. So instead of going through clicking the back button over and over again, you can just click on a profile picture, hit the menu, and you can quickly traverse through different areas of the app. Like a student can go through homepage, and if they want to go to comment history or profile, they can also just do that. We decided to use that since we couldn't implement the hamburger menu as it wouldn't fit, so this was the best way to do it. Next up is the editor login, which is slightly different as they will have to implement a code as they also have to implement the same thing as the student does. They also have to implement a special code, and they can also choose to click on the login button. However, if someone logs in as an editor, they'll be taken to their homepage. What differs in this is that they get to have the ability to add a question, and if they choose to add a question, they'll be taken to a create question page where they can add hints, a file, filter, the goal time, like let's say 2 hours and 30 minutes to solve a certain question. And if they choose to click filter, for example, they'll be able to filter which programming language like C++, Python, Java, JavaScript. If they choose to click on difficulty, they get to set it on whether it's easy, medium, or hard. If they choose course, they get to choose which course it will be catered to, like CSE 145, 146, 247, which is a software engineering class, 350, which is data structures and algorithm. You get the point. If it's type, it'll be like the specific course name, like software engineering, algorithmic design 1, data structures and algorithm, and that's basically it for that part. But they can also hit the hamburger menu, and if they hit on manage profile info, they'll have something unique where they'll be able to see their created questions history, which means instead of seeing the question history that other people post, they see the question history that they posted. Another thing to know is that if when a editor clicks on the menu, they get 2 extra options, which is a create question history and the create question as a way to traverse quickly. And finally, we have the admin. They have the same login as the editor, with them having to implement a username, email, password, birthday, and code. When they log in, they get another additional thing, which is the admin panel. And on this admin panel, they get to generate an editor code, which, as you can see, is what they implement over here. When they get a code and they put that in, and that's how they log in. Well, sign up. Sorry. And they also get an option to ban a user, and even like IP ban, actually, if they really want to. And if they want to do that, it will take them all the. Sorry. If they want to do that, they can go through the hamburger menu, and it'll be taken. Sorry, they have to go to the account and then click on the menu here, and then they'll be taken down here. And from there, they can go to the account manager, which allows you to manage each account. And that's basically our prototype.